From this tutorial you can categorize into three main types of sound authoritatives, like entity integrity, domain integrity, referential integrity. Entity integrity nothing but it ensures each row is unique, like primary keys, and domain integrity ensures data enters a column correctly, that is not null data types like that. And referential integrity ensures relationship between tables remain valid, like foreign keys. Right here I am going to explain these type of three authorities, like entity integrity, domain integrity, and referential integrity. What all these? Okay, let's go to the primary key related. What is the primary key and all? Okay, here a primary key is a column or combination of columns that uniquely identifies each row in a table. Okay, the key features of primary key is like let me explain the theory. Uniquely identifies each record and cannot have duplicate values and cannot contain null values. Only one primary key per table. Let's see some practical example. I am creating a table like DDL. This is the DDL I am going to I already prepared some scripts. Okay, if you want I will give the scripts also in description. You can copy and you can practice easily. Okay, yeah, here I am creating a table with primary key. Create table with primary key. Here if you want to create a table, simply create table employees is the table name, and employee ID int primary key, and first name, last name, email, salary, like this, and in the parenthesis like this you can create. This is the format to create a table, and that within the parenthesis you have to give the column names, right? And I also given primary key to employee ID, right? Like this. Okay, already employees table existed, so let me change the name. And I think previously I used employees table. Now again I am creating. Let me create with employees 1. Okay, here I am giving employees 1. Let's see, let's execute. These are the columns. Okay, yeah, these are the columns. I am assigning primary key to the employee ID. Okay, let me execute this. That is integer means data type. What type of data we have to insert into the employee ID table, employee ID column, that is integer type. For suppose numbers, any roll numbers, employee ID, all these will be almost integers only. So that's why most of the cases we will use integer as a data type. Remaining first name is a varchar means characters. Varchar means characters. Last name characters. Email also varchar nothing but you can use combination of letters and characters, like letters and numbers, like that. Email and salary a decimal, some points also there, no, like this you can create the employees 1 table. Now let's see data is there or not. Select star employees 1. Yeah, see here there is no data. Now let's insert some sample data. Insert DMLs. Insert statement. Insert is a DML command, right? I already previously told DML commands we have to insert. In a real-time job scenario we have to call what a manager will simply ask you, give me what are the DDLs and what are the DMLs of this, or check the DDL of the table. Any primary key constraints are used, like that they will ask. So DDL, DML, like this language you have to use in professionalism. Okay, let me insert these. Insert into is the inbuilt command for SQL. And employees 1, and these are the columns. Employees 1 is the table name, and columns you have to give in separate parenthesis. Employees and values which type of data we want to. What are the, for suppose employee data, one employee joined newly into an organization, Ravi Kumar. We want to add him into database, company's database. Okay, now his employee ID is 1, name is Ravi Kumar, and his email is raviexample.com, like that, and is for email, his salary is 50,000. And one more record I am taking, these are the column names and values I am giving according to the columns, and I am executing the command. See, one row inserted, one row inserted, like that. So two columns I inserted like this. Okay, both rows have unique non-null employee ID, so PK is satisfied. Okay, PK nothing but primary key. Both rows have unique non-null employee ID. Non-null means first one is 1 and second one is 2, right? One employee ID 1, employee ID 2. Now I want to give same employee ID 1 to the another employee again joined. Again I am giving same employee ID. Is it possible? Is it okay to give same employee to two employees? It is not okay, right? That's in that type of scenario that primary key will saves you while you are trying to enter the data. See, it will yeah, this one, it will, yeah, this will, one second, yeah, this will, come on, yeah, what is the issue with oh yeah, this will constrain, this will violate, sorry, not constraint, this will violates the law, what the law we given for the employee ID primary key we assign. So it don't allow, it doesn't allows employee ID, duplicate employee ID. Okay, and nulls also, if employee is there, definitely he should have at least one employee ID, some employee ID will be there. So at the time of scenario we have to assign like this, right? The primary key cannot be null, so this also fails. If you give enter, see, if you enter null, see, I am giving null here, null also won't accept, primary key null also won't accept, it will violates, yeah, it will violates. See, employee ID null cannot insert null into employee ID because primary key, if you assign as a primary key, it won't. Single quotations also acts as a null, it won't accept. It will fail, syntax error, because you have to give something, at least single quotations you have to give, otherwise it will fail, it won't insert. So if you give 4 or 3 not existed, right? 3 is an unique value. Now 3 rows inserted. See, 3 values inserted, like this. This is the importance of primary key. And primary key also you can implement combination of columns, two columns at a time you can implement, 3 columns, any number of columns combination you can implement, but individual columns you can't implement. Okay, try to understand. Now let's see foreign key. What is foreign key? A foreign key is a column or columns in one table that refers to the primary key in another table. Okay, here what it is doing, creates a relationship between two tables, can contain duplicate values, many employees in one department. For suppose in department so many employees is there, but it can have duplicates. Foreign key can have duplicates. I will explain. Can accept nulls also, it will accept null values also. Foreign key, if you assign a foreign key to a particular column, it accepts nulls and duplicates also. Okay, and it enforces referential integrity. You cannot refer to a non-existing parent row. I will show you what it is. Let me create a one more table by using DDL. Create table departments. I am going to create departments table. Let's see, department ID, assigning an integer data type, and primary key, assigning primary key to a department ID. Okay, let's see here, department ID is the primary key. Now I am executing. So departments have created. Okay, now I want to create, this is called parent table. Okay, parent table is there. Okay, the primary key, the table which contains primary key is called parent table, and the foreign key which contains the table is called child table. Okay, employees with foreign key. Now I am creating create table employees fk nothing but foreign key, employees 1 for suppose. I am giving, okay, employees 1 foreign key, and the columns employee ID, first name, last name, department ID, email, salary. I am using columns, and data types integer, varchar, and also primary key, assigning primary key, employee ID, first name not null, like that I am assigning. Okay, now here this how to implement foreign key like this, foreign key constraint fk employees departments. This is the name foreign key name. For every key there should be a name, right? For every vault something name should be there. For suppose if you open a bank account in SBI, there should be, they assign some name to your wallet. That is the name to this particular foreign key. Here department ID is the foreign key. Different references in this table. Department ID is foreign key, and references to, definitely one reference should be there, that is from departments table department ID. In this table department is a foreign key, and it should refers the table from departments table and department ID. Okay, like this. So these two tables are in relationship, like that. We have to understand what it means. Actually, whatever the department ID is there, those records only it should be there in departments employees FK table. Sorry, insert into, okay, this is wrong. We have to split this. It won't execute like this. It won't. Again we have to write insert statement. Again one more insert statement we have to write. Insert into department, we are trying to insert some data, department ID, and like this you have to insert into. Again you have to take, like this, two records I am trying to insert. Okay, insert into departments. First I am inserting data into departments. Here selection department. Here what we are doing, we inserted two records into the departments table just for practice purpose. And these two records with department ID 10 and 20, these two records only you can put into employees FK table. These records only you can put. Understand my point? These records only you can insert into employee foreign key reference table. Is there no employee FK table? That table you can put these two records only. Other records you can't able to put. Department ID 10 and 20. The department ID 10 and 20 only, these records only you can put into the FK table. Okay, you can't you can't insert any other department ID related records. You can't insert, you can't put into employees FK table. Okay, let's see, let's insert those two records. Let's make the changes. Okay, the two records, these two records only you can able to insert into employees FK table, foreign key table. Okay, let me modify this. 1 second. It won't work. Something happened. Okay, employees FK department ID. See, already two records inserted. If you insert the record department ID with 30, it is not accepting, because 30 record department ID is not present in departments table, right? The department ID which are present in departments table, that department ID related records only you are able to insert into employees FK table. Understood, right? For suppose if insert a 30 department ID record into departments table. Let's try this. we have 3 records now, so 30 also there. Now we are inserting 30 record into employees FK table, foreign key reference table. It will show 3 records same, because 30 is already inserted in departments table. Now it will accepts, and here also 3 records we have, right? Yeah, 3 records are there here, like this. Previously what happened, there is no department 30 in departments, DB throws foreign key constraint fails, no parent row error. Okay, this is how foreign keys prevent wrong references and keep data consistent. For data consistency it will be helpful, right? In this way you can create a references between the tables, primary key reference and foreign key reference. This is called referential integrity. This is very important topic. What is referential integrity and all? They will simply ask you to explain. Whenever you are going to attend a DB interview, they will ask what is referential integrity, what is foreign key, what is primary key, what is the difference between. It will accepts duplicates also. Okay, now let's see unique key. Okay, a unique key ensures all values in a column or group of columns, okay, are distinct across all rows. What it is? A unique key ensures all values in a column or group of columns are distinct across all rows. In all rows it should be distinct values. Okay, it should not be duplicate. It won't allow duplicate values within a column. We can't make it. What is the difference between primary key and unique key? I will explain. The main difference is unique key, number of times for any column you can, number of columns you can assign, but primary key you can't like that. Here let's try to create the table, employee unique table, and I am giving primary key and first name. For email I want to be unique, so that's why I given unique constraint. See, unique constraint and ordinal constraints for first name, last name, and phone number also should be unique, so it should not be duplicate. Phone number and email should not be duplicate. Okay, that's why I given unique while trying to enter any employee data into organizations or database like this, it will happens. Okay, email ID should be unique, phone number should be unique, right? Let's see, let's try to insert some values. So, yeah, these are the values I am going to insert here. Yeah, created, just now created unique table, employees unique table. Now select what are the records. See, no records are there. Yeah, no records are there. Now try to insert the records. See, employee ID unique identifies each row, and email and phone number must be unique across all employees. Okay, for suppose if you try to insert same record, no, it's different employee ID and different name, but if you try to insert same email ID, it will throw error. See, I copied the mail from Ravi, first record. What it will happen, it will throws an error. Why? Unique constraint is there. It don't allow duplicates, because ravi@example.com is already assigned to Ravi Kumar. If you want to assign that same email to another person, Vikram Singh, it won't accept. It won't allow. First of all, it won't allows you to enter into the database. It will throw an error. You have to make some changes. Okay, let's see practically. Yeah, see, it throws an error. Unique constraint for source violated. SRC, okay, that schema name. SRC violated. like this, it will violates the line is the insert statement violating. Now I changed to Vikram. Now see, it inserted and 3 rows inserted. I am changed. It is unique key. It is unique key. Okay, like same phone number also. If you give same phone number, it will throw an error. For suppose, let's see, phone number Vikram 2 and Vikram, another employee joined. His name is Vikram name, so many common names will be there. No problem, names not an issue, but email ID, phone number should be different. See, for it is throwing error for phone number also. I used same phone number. I copy the phone number from above record, and again here same phone number I use. It is throwing error. I'm changing phone number, again it accepted. Unique phone number I took, it changed, it inserted into the table. See, 4 records inserted, right? Here what happened, primary key is new row, but email duplicates Ravi at the rate example, previous one. Okay, and unique constraint on email blocks the insert previously. What happens? Okay, same applies to phone number also. It will fails. Okay, already exists, that's why. Now what are the key features of this unique key? Prevents duplicate values. Most important, prevents duplicate values. Okay, now let's see the difference between primary key and unique key. What is the difference between primary key? Here the main features I am giving, the 5 features. The purpose, what is the purpose of primary key? Uniquely identifies each row for primary key and ensures all values in column are unique for unique key. And the second one is null allowed. Here primary key not allowed and nulls will allows. Unique key constraint will allows nulls, because one null is never equal to other null. Remember, null never equal to other null. This is important interview question. And let's see the count per table. Only one primary key only you can able to use. One time only you can able to use primary key, but unique key I implemented for email ID and phone number. For 2 columns I implemented. Now indexes I will tell later. Okay, indexes I will explain later. Here cluster index and non-cluster index. Cluster indexes for primary key and non-cluster indexes unique key. I will explain when it comes. Okay, next classes, upcoming classes I will explain. Now use main identifier, like employee ID. Main employee ID is the main thing, right, in industry. That's why. And extra uniqueness, for uniqueness, to maintain some extra uniqueness, email, phone number, like that. Okay, username, like that. So but here null is the main difference. Null allowment is the main difference between primary key and not null constraint. Okay, now let's move to not null. Okay, what is not null? Not null ensures a column cannot have null values, so it won't accepts null values. Not null means that column should not be contain null values. The key features are prevents insertion of null. Okay, it should not be empty. Okay, ensures that column is mandatory and can be used with multiple columns. Okay, now let's see some. I am creating one more table. Create table, customers table I created here. Okay, with 3 columns. Columns inserted, and customer ID, primary key, and name should not be null. Okay, name should not be null. Even email can be null, no problem. Name should not be null. I creating one customer. Okay, let's see. Let's insert. Yeah, name is not null. Must have values. Email is optional. Okay, I am inserting SQL DML statement. Insert into customers, customer ID, name and email ID. I am inserting one record, Ravi's record. Ravi is the name and null. Email can be null. Okay, now again I inserting, yeah, not again, yeah, one record inserted. Now let's see what record was inserted or not into the database. Select star from customers. customers 1. Yeah, customers already there. For OM from, it will throw again error. For OM from. Okay, something I clicked on insert, that's why it is showing blank cursor. Now see, yeah, here we already assigned constraint not null constraint for name, so it should not be null. But if you try this command, what it will show, it is showing invalid identifier. Why it is invalid? Because we are assigning a null here. Simple, 1 second. For suppose here, if you give single quotations also, it will consider as a null, it won't accept. See, again same error. But if you give something like Raj, single quotations, it is a string, so you have to give in single quotations, it will accept. Select star from customs. Customer table is okay. Customer table not created, sorry. Customer 1, let's see, already existed. Customer, let's give customer 1 also. Here I'm giving no records. Let's try to insert. Yeah, one record inserted. Now if you remove this name and try it, if you give null, it won't accept, cannot insert null into that customer 1 name, because constraint is there, not null constraint we given to name. See here, not null constraint. Yeah, that's why if we give something name Raj, if we give, it will accept, inserted. Okay, why second insert fails? Because not null on name is violated, right? This is null constraint. Now let's see question number 9. What is default constraint? Default constraint provides a default value for a column when no value is specified during insert. Yeah, actually here this is default constraint. The default constraint allows a specific value to be automatically assigned to a column when no value is provided during record creation, ensuring consistency and data integrity in your database. What it means, what is default constraint means? Actually the default constraint means, for suppose if you are not giving any salary to a particular employee, you are not inserting any value to a employee salary, for suppose, or city value you are not inserting. But if you, while you are creating a table, default, if you give like default salary 5,000, default city Bangalore, the employee not identified from any city, it can automatically assign a default value 5,000, 6,000 like that, or city, whatever it may be. Let's see, practically we'll understand what it is. 1 second. Question 9. Default constraint. Default constraint. Yeah, I'm giving some samples how to create default constraint. Create table name employees default, just taking some example, employee default table name, and in parenthesis I am giving the columns employee ID, primary key, name, okay, name and salary. Here salary, if you are not, if you did not give any salary, it will automatically take 5,000. instead of null. If you did not give anything salary value while executing the insert statement, it will consider as a null. Okay, if you did not give any value, while you implement default constraint, default 5000, default Bangalore, I will show you. For suppose now, what are the records? So let's start from employees, default. Okay, actually not created it. Let's create first. Created. Now, yeah, no data. Now, what is this? If salary is not given, it becomes automatically 5000. If city not given, it becomes Bangalore. I will show you practically. For suppose, insert employees default table, employee ID, name. Here, how many columns we created? Actually, 4 columns are there. But here, in the 4 columns, employee ID and name only we are trying to inserting. We are not inserting any values to salary and city. See, employee ID 1 and employee name. But here, see the table, what is it? But salary and city was inserted. That is called default constraint. First, suppose, see here, 2 records inserted. While inserting into the employees default, 2 name and salary also inserted, but city did not give any city, but automatically took Bangalore, because default, if you did not give any city, default take the Bangalore as a city name, like that. This is the default constraint. Okay, if salary is not given, it becomes 5000. If city not given, it becomes Bangalore. Not given only, if you give something, it will automatically take, there is no worries. Okay, if you give salary something, it will take 5,000 8,000. For suppose, same, you can try. Okay, let's see what else pending. Yeah, any questions you have, you can ask. Okay, so in episode 2 you learn what primary key is and how it blocks duplicates and nulls, and what foreign key is, and how it connects table safety, and what unique key is and how it stops duplicate emails and phone numbers. And we also learn about clear differences between primary key and unique key, and also learn how not null and default constraints help enforces mandatory values and sensible defaults. Okay, in the next episode we will move to delete trunk and drop, and also start touching filtering logic like where versus having, and then joins. Okay, please like this video, drop your doubts about keys and constraints in the comments, and subscribe so you don't miss episode 3. Okay,